Picture this. You're flying across the water. No gas, no noise, just pure adrenaline. That is the future of jetboarding. And we're going to dive right into it right here today. So welcome to the MotoSurf Show, where innovation meets the open water. I'm your host, Leisa Hart, and today we're talking about the latest breakthroughs in the world of electric jetboarding. And it's been almost a year since our last interview, and a lot has happened since then, from roadblocks to major successes, CES highlights, and exciting updates. We've got plenty to discuss. So guys, thank you so much for being here. It's been a minute, hasn't it?
It's been a little while. We're so glad to be back. Thank you for bringing us back in to share our story with you a little bit further.
Yeah, so I want to hear what's been going on the last year. Let's talk about the roadblocks first. What have been some of the things you've been learning along the way?
Manufacturing in America is difficult.
says the Canadian.
So just because we're such a niche company and we're starting right from the beginning as a startup, hitting MOQs and all that, the minimum order quantities for a lot of the big companies, and a lot of the tooling costs and the lead times, because there's so few people doing manufacturing, it's very hard to get allocations and stuff like that. So that was probably the biggest difficulty for us, was just trying to navigate through the world of manufacturing inside America.
Well, one big win is we've got a wee bit of a piece of paper here.
Yeah.
What we got going on, guys?
We got something to share. We've been patent pending for a while, as we've announced, but we're going to share it with the team.
I mean, this is gold.
Yes.
Yeah, so a lot of our team knew that we were applying for it and that we had it in process, but the fact that this propulsion system is now patented and we own the technology. So
this propulsion system.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was a surprise to me. I got to see this, which we'll look at some footage here in a little bit, back at headquarters. But here, this baby is sitting right here.
Yeah.
What makes it extra special is it's a shaftless propulsion system. Any other jet-style pump on the water, I think of a jet ski or jet boat, has a shafted impeller or propeller that is used to turn and dig into the water to get propulsion. Steve invented the shaftless design to where the shaft and the impeller, or there's no shaft, where the impeller is inside the motor right here, and it makes you go 35 miles an hour. So
Nothing but you, the waves and the wind.
Yep.
All right, guys, I want to back up a little bit. Now, when we first had our first interview, we didn't talk enough, in my opinion, about how you guys met.
This guy here?
Yeah.
I was trying to beat him.
All right.
And failing.
I don't know about all that.
A little competitive spirit. So I want the folks at home to know that you're not just two dudes who decided to make a surfboard.
No.
Yep.
Tell us about the start.
Yeah, so just trying to find something to do to occupy time, and got into this sport of racing jet-powered surfboards. At the time, the industry was completely dominated by two-stroke gas boards, and that's where we met. We actually met on a racetrack, 2014 Cancun, I think it was.
Yeah.
Dana's first time out, and he got on his brand new board and ripped, and there was a floating 2x4 in the water and split the back of his board.
Took me out.
Yeah.
That was my introduction.
That was his introduction to the sport, and and then he spent a little bit of time on the beach hanging out, and we all came up to him and felt bad. Felt bad for him at that point, so we all tried to make him feel a little better and became friends. And that was 10 years ago.
And so then it evolved into, let's do some business together?
Yeah, so what happened was two-stroke became more and more difficult to operate around the world. A lot of places started banning two-stroke. I had a run-in with the law in Malibu, where I almost got arrested for running my two-stroke because it was a nature preserve. I didn't know. I'm Canadian. I just thought it was water. And they weren't happy, to say the least, because they had a two-stroke ban and they had a no power sports ban in that area. So I had Fish and Game and Coast Guard and local police and conservation officers all come at me at once, and they're like, "You're just a dumb Canadian. Get out of here." But yeah, so after that, I approached the company that made the gas boards and said, hey, you guys should do electric. And they're like, no, we don't really want to do electric. We think that everyone prefers gas. And we could just see that the world was going electric. There was just no other option, because the only way you can get the torque on the motorized surfboard is either with two-stroke or electric, and they're heavily banning two-stroke everywhere. So why would you stick with the one that's being banned and requires a lot more maintenance and service?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, this has been some exciting stuff going on the last year, and also very exciting, you were at CES. That evidently was a real game changer. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so we started delivering boards, and we had a kind of a choice to make on where we wanted to kind of make our announcement for this year that we are delivering boards. We are in business, and we have the Surf Expo, which is kind of an industry trade show for us, and we also had the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, which is one of the biggest electronic shows in the world. And with our patent pending technology, at that point, we got the patent announcement actually while we were there. But we had chosen to announce our board at the Consumer Electronics Show. We didn't know what to expect when we showed up there because we're a surfboard in a kind of a high-tech world there, but we were confident in our technology. And we moved in, and there's literally multi-million-dollar houses, condos built for trade show booths there. And we're a little surf company, and it looked nice, but we weren't them. And the attention we got was just incomprehensible. We had such a great reception. Our booth was packed for 4 days straight from morning to night. And there's booths that were, very expensive next to us that just didn't have even people going to them, and people were just gathering around our booth. So we got such a wonderful reception. It's a great way to launch the brand and the product.
Oh my gosh, so exciting, so exciting. Congratulations on that. And then I heard that Future Motion showed up as well.
Yeah, we had some pretty special guests come up. Bodie Harrison and Jack Mudd from Future Motion, which is One Wheel, if anybody is not familiar with them. They came out to the show just to welcome us and see our boards live. And we had a couple a pro racer come out, pro jetboard racer, Mike Klein from NXP. They're a big chip company, and they came out to show some support. Mike did as well. He's an exec there, and so it was really neat.
How gratifying.
Yeah, the nice thing was that the show would close, and an hour after, we'd still have people coming to our booth who are like, oh, we just want to make sure we see it, and the whole place is like a ghost town, and we're still entertaining people at our booth because everyone's just trying to become engaged.
That's when you know you have arrived.
Yeah.
And you've got something really great on your hands. There was also IGN. Is that Imagine Games Network?
Yeah, Steve did an interview with IGN. They were walking by and they saw our product and our booth, and
yeah, they said that we were one of the motor vehicles of the year, or the vehicles of the year to watch out for. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. They only picked 4 vehicles, and 2 of the other ones, the first 2 weren't in production or weren't for sale, or there's concepts, but we're the only one there that was actually to production and actually moving product. So it feels really good to have someone as large as them, almost 20 million followers, say hey, you guys are obviously doing something right, because there's 63,000 pieces of tech at CES, and out of that 63,000 pieces of tech and the 1,000+ different vehicles, they said that yeah, you guys are in our top 4. So.
You're legit.
Yeah.
You have arrived.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll answer this question: is jetboarding just a summer sport? Stick with us.
Think you've seen it all? Think again. This ain't your grandpa's surfboard. This is MotoSurf, the ultimate electric jetboarding experience. No waves? No problem. No wind? Who cares? Just pure speed, power, and adrenaline right at your fingertips. Tear through the water, carve like a pro, and make every ride feel like a high-speed chase. Whether you're a thrill seeker, a weekend warrior, or just want to turn heads at the beach, MotoSurf is your ultimate water weapon. Don't just watch, send it. Visit motosurf.com and take the future of water sports for a spin. The water's waiting. Are you ready?
Welcome back to the MotoSurf Show, everybody. So, is jetboarding just for summer? You know, most people think jetboarding is just a summer sport, but MotoSurf is changing all that, right, guys?
Yes, we are. It's not just a summer sport. You can use a motorized jetboard in many places on the planet, not just during the summer months, but also even during the winter if you want as well.
Well, and before I go on to my next question, this makes me think of something else. So you're talking about, you know, that there's different places in the world that have, you know, great seasons where you could still be jetboarding.
Correct.
But let's talk about lake versus the ocean.
Right. So some people think just since the name is MotoSurf that maybe it's riding a board inside the actual surf like a surfboard. But this board, since it's motorized, self-propelled, you ride typically out past the wave break where the rollers are, and you can go ride and carve and jump and have a lot of fun out there. Or also bring it to a lake where there's flat water and you're just self-propelled there as well. You don't need a boat to even go get your fix. You know, some people need to get their adrenaline fix and they don't have their driver available to drive their boat. They can toss their MotoSurf board in the water and go rip it on their own.
Awesome, awesome. So we're talking about recreation mostly, but are there any other uses for the MotoSurf board?
Absolutely, absolutely. So when we developed this product, we had other fundamental characteristics that we needed to cover with the product when we designed it. So we wanted to make sure that it didn't just work for the adrenaline junkie that just was going hardcore all the time. We wanted to make sure that it also worked for training and rescue and a lot of other things. And for me personally, rescue is my biggest driver for this sport. Obviously, I love to play with the board and have fun with it, but just the prospect of actually making something that could save lives, you know, really moved me in the direction of pursuing this.
Now, I recall when we first met that you actually mentioned that you had someone close to you.
Yeah, so when I was 16, my cousin, who was 17 at the time, passed away. He drowned in the lake at our city. And so, yeah, we've already on several occasions been fortunate enough to actually help people in need with our boards. And so I plan on pushing and pursuing that further.
Yeah, so this is a big passion project as well, because minutes can save lives.
Absolutely. And the problem is with something larger like a jet ski or a boat, because of tides changing and the ease of getting it in and out of the water. If you have a beach jet ski, it can be quite difficult for someone to get in the water. If you have strong rip tides, it can be hard or difficult for a lifeguard to swim out to the person. So with our product, we can get out there very, very quick and have a fast response time and be able to get that person back to shore.
Well, I mean, as a beach goer myself and as a mom,
Yeah.
that's really comforting.
Yeah.
That's like, okay, moms are on your side, MotoSurf.
Absolutely. Just another reason to get one for your kids.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, I have to say that talking about these boards is very exciting, but actually seeing how they're made is a whole other level. And I recently had the chance to visit MotoSurf headquarters, and let me tell you, it was absolutely incredible. Take a look.
Here's our factory, kind of how it works. We have a surfboard circuit here where we start the manufacturing from start to finish. Not unlike probably a workout circuit that you might be familiar with in your world, but we have a surfboard circuit.
All right,
and
cool.
it starts right here. Giant trimming machine.
Pretty amazing, right? You know, seeing the process firsthand gave me an even deeper appreciation for the level of its innovation and the craftsmanship that goes into every single board. All right, it's time for a quick break. Stick with us for more of the MotoSurf journey when we come back.
Think you've seen it all? Think again. This ain't your grandpa's surfboard. This is MotoSurf, the ultimate electric jet boarding experience. No waves? No problem. No wind? Who cares? Just pure speed, power, and adrenaline right at your fingertips. Tear through the water, carve like a pro, and make every ride feel like a high-speed chase. Whether you're a thrill seeker, a weekend warrior, or just want to turn heads at the beach, MotoSurf is your ultimate water weapon. Don't just watch, send it. Visit motosurf.com and take the future of water sports for a spin. The water's waiting. Are you ready?
All right, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking with us. So now I want to address that the board is electric, so there's a battery, right?
Absolutely, yeah. It has a battery pack that's housed in the middle of the board. It's a removable battery pack that can easily be removed with no cables, swapped with another one. So if you want to extend your ride time, it's very easy to pull one battery out, put another battery in, and charge one while you're riding, and go ride a second battery.
All right, so what I'm hearing is I could have a couple of different battery packs for longer riding and everything.
And just stay on the water.
Awesome, awesome. Well, guys, is there anything that we've left out? Is there anything that we should be addressing?
I think really important, we talked about the recreation side of the board, we talked about the rescue side, and we talked a little bit about our extreme background of racing jet boards, but our board was designed to scale either from beginners to expert level riders. So you can even ride the board, if you see the board that has foot pads on it, you can drop the foot pads off easily with no tools, and you can knee board around or belly board around with it and not even have any necessary skills to just go have fun with it. So a whole family can enjoy it regardless of their skill level.
That is awesome. That is awesome. And these, they are just absolutely, audience, how about these boards? This one's color coordinated with me. This one is mine, except for I'm getting the pink.
Yes, you are.
I'm getting the pink back there.
Yeah.
And this is just amazing. I want to talk a little bit more about the switch. And you've got the wristband.
Correct. The starter key, people ask, how do you get these started or up and running? And we have a wrist bracelet with a magnetic starter key. And so it's also a kill key. So we have a pistol grip control throttle for the speed, and you plug that in, and it senses it, and it starts it up. And so as soon as you plug it in, it goes through a systems check, says all go. And then when you push the throttle, you take off surfing. And then when you fall out, it's a wristlet, so it pulls the pin out and it shuts it off for you, and you swim right back up to it.
I like how you call it fall out.
Yeah, it's in the water. So yeah, people can do this from young age to even 60s and 70s. It's, if you've got some basic balance skills, if you can paddleboard, you can do this. It's only as extreme sport as you want to make it yourself.
Yeah. With our training tube, it's very, very inclusive. So even if you don't have those balance skills, still the ability to use it's still there.
Yeah.
If you just take off the foot pads, put on the training tube, you can just sit on your butt and kind of just a little bit of left lean, right lean, and you're good to go. Yeah,
and you're a surfer.
And on the comfort of your own lake behind your house.
Yeah. So there's a lot of passion behind this. What has been your favorite heartwarming moment about your MotoSurf journey?
Okay, so
you go first.
Okay, so we thought it was a smart idea to get a 10,000 watt laser. Baca knows where I'm going with this. We didn't know how to use it because we just bought it, right? And we thought, all right, let's just buy the most powerful laser we possibly can. Put a big fat stack of titanium underneath it. Try it out. Just try to put a little hole in. 10%. Didn't do anything. 20%. Didn't do anything. 60%. Didn't do anything. Thing must be broken. Crank it up to 100. Nothing happens. And it's like, hey, what's this? It says like guard. Hit the guard button, 100%, 4-inch hole just blasted through it. No slag, nothing, just vaporizes it. I was like, oh man, we put like a hole through the machine. Like, man, watch out for that one. So yeah, that's probably my best.
That would be Steve's perspective.
Yeah.
Now, Dana, let me ask you.
That's definitely the coolest part.
That's heartwarming in Steve's world. Okay, let's go into Dana's world.
My world is when I get somebody out on the water and get them up and running the first time they ever try it, and see that facial expression when they come back in and they become MotoSurfers. Is just, I live for that experience. This whole journey is for me to give that to as many people as I possibly can.
Yeah, and for me, like the journey side of it probably have to be when we actually had a lot of the team members out at CES. They get to walk around and actually see something that they created. Like, me and Dana are the front guys of this company, but we didn't create this product. It's very naive to think that these two guys created this product. There's a huge team of engineers that did amazing work that are the reason that this thing exists.
Yep.
It's absolutely not just me and Dana decided to make this thing and bought
in
some
your
equipment.
garage.
Yeah. We just bought some equipment and made it ourselves. It's absolutely not the case. We have an amazing team of guys, and they are the ones responsible for it. So we are very grateful that they could come out to CES and walk around and see how the product they created moved people and touched
How
people.
it resonates in the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, before we close, I just want to say how honored I am to have been a part of this journey with you, and to be able to get some of this good information out of you and shine the light on you. I am proud of you boys.
Well, thank you.
You have done just a wonderful job.
But we gotta do a shout out to all the guys who spent 20 hours a day for
Yeah.
Cardi and Baca and Mike and Scott and all the rest of the guys there. That they everyone looks at this and you think it's fun, it's a cool job. It's a startup, and if people who've never done a startup before, it takes over your world for months and months at a time. And the patience from their significant others and their family members who had to tolerate, those extended nights and long weekends and all that kind of stuff that they lose with their family. And they have to believe in the vision. They have to believe in what we're trying to do and where we're trying to go with it. And we're so fortunate to have the best team on the planet.
Well, you've got quite a vibe, and I witnessed it when I went to headquarters, and I know that you guys are not in there hand making these beautiful boards yourself. I got to see it in action.
Yeah.
Okay, so this would be a good time if you wanted to offer me my gift.
Oh, you want something? You want something?
Yeah. So,
are you a family member?
So hold on. So we're gonna let it flow naturally. I gave you several. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a good lead in for it.
Okay, let me know what the lead in is going to be first. So that
It's coming right now.
Okay.
It's coming right now.
You're gonna help put it on her,
Right now. Guys, and I am just honored to have been a part of this journey with you.
Absolutely, and we got a special gift for you.
Oh my gosh!
Check this out. Your very own MotoSurf
Surf Vest, and it matches what I'm wearing today.
Oh, there we go. Coincidence.
There you go.
Size. Oh my gosh! This is like my wetsuit vest.
Yeah, so it's an impact vest.
Whoa! I love vests. I absolutely love vests. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. This is going to look perfect with my MotoSurf board. So let me ask you this. Are you ready to experience the thrill of electric jetboarding? I know I am. CES put MotoSurf on the map. And when the biggest names in tech stop by your booth, you know you're onto something huge. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to motosurf.com where the water is yours. There you can explore their cutting-edge boards, find a dealer near you, and see how you can ride the future of water sports today.